Welcome to Honey and Brown.
Yes, Honey and Brown. What do we do here?
Where we do music and anime.
Or anime and music. I don't know. Right now we're doing music and we're doing MJ.
Yeah. MJ Corner.
Yeah, music / MJ Corner. This is mainly the MJ Corner. But if they're new to this channel or new to this video, thank you. Welcome. And what do we usually do here? We usually either react to anime or music. Right now we're going down a journey of Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, again, being a huge influence on my childhood and my life in general. Very important musician to me, like my favorite artist of all time. And you know, I base all of my musical taste to Michael, right? And my wife here, who has barely heard any Michael Jackson songs before we started this segment, you know, it's me introducing all of these special songs to her that I've already heard and that have had an impact on my life. And actually some of these songs that I've now, like, that we've kind of gone down this journey, like some of these songs I wasn't a huge, like I wasn't a big fan of. And then through this, I became a huge fan of, like, Liberian Girl being one of them, you know. Yeah. We are still obsessed with that song. And again, I never really listened to that song or gave that song its due, but my God. But this song here is a song that a lot of people in the comments were recommending. It's called We've Had Enough. And again, I have never heard this song. So this is going to be like a first on this segment that we both have not heard this song at all. So I have no idea what to expect at all. All I know is that people said it's more of a darker sounding song. And this is from when he was recording Invincible, which is what we've been basically doing. The last couple of videos have been going back and forth with Invincible and history. But this song apparently was an unreleased song from Invincible. It didn't make the cut. But I'm very curious about the song. I don't know anything about it. So again, we're so excited to hear from people in the comments, like where the song came from, why it was never on the album. I mean, it's Michael Jackson and every single one of his songs sounds amazing. So I don't know, maybe just didn't fit the theme of the album. I don't know. But yeah, let's get on to it. Again, we don't know anything about this, so I can't even hype the song up for you. I can just say everyone else has kind of hyped it up for us because they're just like, yo, you got to react to this. I'm like, all right, we'll get there. But you know what? Let's do it. You know, we've been doing a lot of his sadder songs, so let's kind of do more. I mean, I don't know if it's an uplifting song, but more of a faster song, maybe. I don't know. People said it's a darker sounding song, so maybe you'll be crying. I don't know. But again, thank you all for continuing to support us. And yeah, as I said, you know, if you enjoy what you see, please give this video a like, comment, subscribe. You know, we're so thankful for every single one of you guys that comments down below and that has supported our channel from like nothing to now. You guys have made it into something huge. So we're forever thankful for all of you guys. Yeah, and we'll always like post MJ reactions like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If it's not gonna be Monday, it's gonna be Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, but always 3 times a week. Yeah, we'll try and push for 4, but we'll always be 3 for sure. At least. Yeah. Anyways, let's get on to it. I'm actually very excited to hear this song because you guys have been non-stop asking us. So let's just get on to it. This is Michael Jackson, We've Had Enough, a unreleased song from Invincible. Let's go. Let's go. The beat already is pretty insane. Look at that icon right there, man. A legend. Yo, I really like this beat. Holy crap. Love was taken from a young life, and no one told her why. Her direction has a dim light from one more violent crime. She innocently questioned why her father had to die. She asked the man in blue, how is it that you get to choose who will live and who will die? Did God say that you could decide? You saw he didn't run, and then my dad My God. Oh.
In the middle of the village, when a distant land lies a poor boy with his broken toy, too young to understand. He's awakened, ground is shaking. His father grabs his hand, screaming, crying. His wife's dying. Now he's left to explain. Innocently question why his mother had to die. What did these soldiers come here for? If they're for peace, why is there war? Did God say that they could decide who would live and who would die? All my mama ever did was try to take care of her kids when innocent is standing by.
Oh my God.
Watching people lose lives, it seems as if we have no voice. It's time for us to make a choice. Only God could decide who would live and who would die. There's nothing that can be done if we raise our voice as one. Hey God, I hear it from me. Hey God, I hear it from you. Hey God, I hear it from us. We can take it. We've already had enough. Hey God, I hear it from me. Hey God, I hear it from you. Hey God, I hear it from us. We can take it. We've already had enough. Hey God, I get it from me. Hey God, I get it from you. Hey God, I get it from you. We can take it. We've already had enough. Deep in my soul, let God decide. Deep in my soul, thinking I'm still alive. Hey God, I hear it from us. We can take it. We've already had enough. What's going on, baby? Just let God decide. What's going on, baby? Just let God decide. Deep in my soul, we've already had enough. Dear God, I hear it from me. Dear God, I hear it from you. Dear God, I hear it from us. We've already had enough.
Wow. So sad to see his pictures, man.
You know.
Love that smile.
Oh no, oh no, why did you do it? Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Why did you do it? Oh no.
All right, that was Michael Jackson. We've had enough off of an unreleased song from Invincible. My God, Michael, why didn't you put this on the album? Like,
No, I don't think it's him. I don't think I don't know. I'm not
no,
sure if
it was his choice. Like, Michael has always had power over what goes on and off his album. Like, he's never been that like controlled by the music industry, but like this song is just, oh my God, this song is phenomenal. Like, maybe I can kind of see why, because it doesn't really fit Invincible, because Invincible is a very R&B soulful album. There are some songs off of that album that that have some type of commentary, but it's very little, and maybe he just thought the song was maybe a bit too heavy for kind of what he wanted to go for on that album, because you know, we've listened to a lot of songs off of Invincible, and
it's more lighthearted.
It's more lighthearted, more R&B. And this song, oh my god, this song could have been on History or Dangerous, or my god, the song it blew me away, man. Like, this beat is the beat that I love when it comes to music. It's very ominous, very dark, very foreboding. But my god, the lyrics. This song was like, I think recorded in like it was recorded in the Invincible session, so that was like 99 2000.
Yeah,
this song is so goddamn relevant now.
Yeah,
that's insane to me. Like, the stuff he was talking about, are you kidding me? That's literally what's been happening the last 5 to 10 years.
No, I feel like it's been happening so long too, but only thing is that now it's actually like people are seeing it now, because like media is so big now, like everywhere can be like, you know, anything can be caught in video.
But
it's more like,
it's so crazy, because like he like talks about kind of two scenarios. The one with I'm gonna assume he's talking about a black man dying from the police's hands, because I mean I could be wrong, but I mean that's kind of the image I got, because you know, he talks about like, why did my dad have to die? And
why did my mom had to die?
Yeah, and
why does soldiers have to come to, you know,
and it's so sad when he's like, who decides who gets to live or die? And he says like, God should decide who lives and die. But no, like, we as people, we are the ones that are deciding who has the right to live and who has the right to die. Oh my god, the song, I've never heard this song before, and like, to me, I'm blown away by, like, legit, like, I don't know, like, to me, I'm just, oh my god, like, I know this didn't really fit Invincible, but man, I wish he released this on something that more people could have I guess heard. I mean, I don't know, like, I fancy myself a pretty huge Michael Jackson fan, and I've never heard of this song until all of you guys recommended it. But my god,
I love this song, but it kind of made me really angry. Like, not angry at Michael, not anything like that, but it's just like that, because what he's saying is all true. Like, when he says all those things, all I can remember is like when I first came here, and then like, you know, there would be people, like, there were people that, you know, because we kind of went to like, because when I first came here, I was living in a ghetto part of town, and like, there were people that spitting on us, telling us like, oh, why are you in this country, you know, you're taking our jobs, stuff like that. And it just like, it kind of reminded me of things like that. And you know, and it's like, yeah, and it's so relevant at this time, because this is the time that like, yeah, like, this is what we're like, what everyone is trying to do now, like making things known, like speaking up at this time. And it's just like, makes me so angry, because that is so true. Even if as we are speaking up right now, it's so hard, because like, it makes me so angry that nothing is still being done. There's still like so many corrupt people out there that's just like, you know, that is like using their power to like belittle others and like, you know, take advantage of others. And it's just,
it's a very
so angry.
And like, Michael Jackson has always had songs like this, where he's had songs that has helped empower people and empower the world. Like, this to me is kind of like part 2 or like a sequel to a song, They Don't Care About Us. I don't know if you've heard that. This is off of,
They Don't Care About Us.
Yeah, off of
I think so. History,
but we'll definitely have to react to the music video. But this reminds me of that song, but it's to me, this song is a bit more personable, or it has more of a personal touch, because he's kind of talking about 2 specific events, while They Don't Care About Us kind of talks about like the world in general. But I mean, They Don't Care About Us is one of my favorite songs, and it's because I love when Michael speaks up for people, because as you said, you know, people, our voices are silent in this world, right? Because unless you're rich or unless you have any type of power, you don't get to decide anything, right? And Michael has always been a man of the people, right? And even though he was extremely huge and famous and had all of this money and fame, he still wanted to empower those less fortunate than him. He still wanted to always help people. And like, my god, the fact that like the chorus hits so hard for me. It's like they don't want to hear it from us, and then when he says we've had enough already, I'm like, yes, like we have. The last 2 years have been pretty bad, like pretty, you know, chaotic, and but not just the last 2 years, and it's not just our own pain, it's everyone's pain, right? Like everyone has gone through worse things than even what we have gone through, or anyone else, right? Like we all have our own personal like stress and anxiety and stuff, and like this song is just, it's so empowering. And I'm like, yeah, I know I keep saying, why wasn't this on Invincible? But you know what, I mean, I don't know, like to me, I would have just thrown this on Invincible, because I don't know, I think this would have been a perfect closing song for Invincible. I think this could have been, if this was the last track on Invincible, it just would have been perfect. But I can see why, just because Invincible was a very R&B heavy song, and maybe when he was kind of creating the song, maybe I don't know, like I don't know why. I'm really trying to get into the mind of him, why he would not put this on Invincible, because this is one of MJ's, like, to me, this is one of his best songs that he's done about like social commentary, right?
Like I love it so much that, you know, like MJ is the kind that can take shots on like to people. Yeah. Like, you know, cause that he's not afraid, because like most of us would be afraid, because like, you know, we're nobody. Like, you know, someone can shut us down, and like we're so afraid of that. But like, you know, and it's so good to see like someone like MJ not being afraid and standing up for like the little guys, because like because like these kind of things, it makes me so angry. He you know, he's talking about social injustice, and like, you know, I think that term kind of gets thrown around in a bad way. If you're like a social justice warrior, you know, you're like too woke. And Michael has always been a social justice, but he's done it in a way that like you want to follow him, because he's such a born leader. He doesn't preach what he is talking about. He always practices what he preaches, but like he doesn't preach in a very negative manner. He's always like, he informs you and he opens your eyes, and he, you know, he uses his voice, and like his voice in this song, it like starts off kind of like melodic, like how it always kind of is, but it builds up and you hear his anger. Like you can tell it's very raw, and I said this before in some of his other songs, it's very gutter, and you can tell it's like, I don't think he was trying to sound perfect or good or anything like that. He was just trying to like spew out like his anger for this world, or just this anger for what's been happening. And like it's beautiful, because like, you know, he oh man, like it's just the stuff he talks about in this song, it can relate back to any generation. And isn't that sad that this song came out, or like was written or recorded in like, you know, 1999, 2000, and it's still relevant? That is not a good thing. Like, I mean, yes, his music is timeless, but the fact that he was warning people about this 20 some years ago, and even before that, when he did like They Don't Care About Us, way back to the 80s when he did Man in the Mirror, like every time Michael like talks about this, a song like that should not be relevant 20, 30, 40 years later. No, like there's no excuse for that. And the fact that, you know, like nothing's really changed. Like he has helped change the world, don't get me wrong, but for every good act that Michael's done, there's 100,000 more evil acts in this world. And that's kind of like the sadness of the world. Like this is a very like uplifting song, but it's sad because this song will still remain relevant in the next 10, 15, 20 years, man. Like it's sad, because yeah, you're right, like this is a very hard song to listen to, especially for me, because I'm always like, I do more like reading, and I watch a lot of more videos about kind of like the evil of this world compared to you, just because I think you like to like kind of stay out of that. But I watch tons of this type of stuff, and it saddens me and it gives me such high anxiety. And then like this song, I love this song, but I remember like right after we listened to the song, I asked him like, do you like it? And like you gave your honest thing, like yes, you like it, but you also don't like it because it's so heartbreaking. And I totally understand that now, where it's like, I love this song, but I hate this song at the same time, not because of the song, but because I hate that this is still the world that we live in. And then like this song is still relevant, and things have not gotten better in the last 20, 30 years, right? Like Michael has done a lot, but he's one man, right? He can't change the world on his own. And that's why he always says in his songs, like, we can change the world. Like it's up to us. And that's why Man in the Mirror, right? Start with yourself. And I don't know. It's just, it's more like for me, like I try not to like, you know, know what's happening, just because like I've been in a place, like I lived in the Philippines for like 17 years, so like and then there's so many crimes, there's so many things you have to, like, you know, don't trust this, don't do that, you know, there's so many things, and like I'm aware of the things that I cannot do, I'm aware how to protect myself, but it's just like, you know, knowing it, like, you know, what the children has been through, when I see children in the streets, like knowing everything, it just really like gets me down. Like I'm so like, even when COVID happened, it's just like, it's very hard on me. Like I actually, it gives like such an emotional toll on me. And but you know, with what you are so right when you said about, like, you know, Michael, like being someone that we want to follow, not just like someone who's like, you know, woke, know all these things, like, you know, but Michael is kind, and that's the thing that we need. Like we need some, you know, we need someone so bad, like who is kind, who doesn't just say like, oh, this is the right thing, so we have to cancel this person. It's like, no, like Michael tries to see, you know, all ways for, you know, about everyone, but Michael like will stand up for everyone, like for people who can't stand up for themselves. And it's just what is like making me really drawn to Michael, because like he is, I don't know, he's just such a kind person, such a kind soul, like really beautiful, and you know, and really, and then this song not only like gets people to like riled up to really stand up for themselves, but also like Michael, like I love that he took shots of people, like, you know, doing like shitty things. Like that is the most important thing, because for me, just because like we're always so afraid when we see injustice, like, you know, sometimes like it's so hard to stand up. Like we have to always think, it's like, how is this gonna, like, you know, affect our work, you know, like are we gonna get fired from this? Are we, like, you know,
are you gonna be canceled?
Are you gonna be canceled? Like if you say one small thing, like even if, like, you know, you don't think it's bad, like you didn't think properly at that time, but people are just very quick to judge and quick to, like, you know, just like erase you.
And that's the thing about Michael. He is the voice of the voiceless, right? And he's not scared to get his hands dirty. Like he's not scared to put his hands in the dirt and in the crap and dig people out of it, right? And it's such, oh my god, I'm still like just blown away that this song was never officially released. And I like checked on my Spotify like a few days ago when I knew we were gonna do this. I didn't want to like listen to it. I heard like maybe 10 seconds of it, just kind of by accident, but I didn't listen to the whole thing. But it's not even on Spotify. I'm so mad. Like it's off of, I think, an Ultimate Collection that's on Spotify, but this song, I don't know, it's like region locked, so I'm so mad I can't even like download the song and listen to it on Spotify. But this song, like I hope it gets released worldwide somewhere where I can like legally listen to it, right?
Everyone should, you know,
but like I love it. Like you're right, like, you know, I say, and again, like it was always worse off than how we proclaim it to be, but like, you know, the last like 25 years we've encountered a lot. Like, you know, we had like, you know, like the 9/11 stuff, and we've had like this pandemic, and we've had a lot of like global events that has affected everything. Like war. And it's like, when is it gonna be enough, right? Like I know it's always worse in other generations, so I'm not trying to say like woe is us, but I'm just saying, like, a song like this, you know, it doesn't matter kind of like what time you're in. We've all had to struggle when we're all struggling. Like no one is really succeeding in life right now, because it's very hard right now in life, and especially the last couple of years, it's really taken a toll on a lot of friendships and relationships. And we've been seeing a lot of uprising, which is kind of cool, right? Like, like people are speaking up, and I think the voices are starting to get heard a bit more. But it's still like, you know what, the powers at B, or the powers to be, or whatever it's called, they still have control over everything, right? And with Michael, when he was singing these type of songs, he didn't care. he didn't care if, you know, the government or whoever was offended, because he was always speaking the truth. And if you get offended by the truth, and that means maybe you are part of kind of like the garbage of this world, because Michael was never spewing hate. No, he was spewing love. But you know what, like, there's more hate than love in this world. And what's kind of cool is, like, we can listen to like an R&B love song by Michael and have just as much emotion and like entrancement, and then when you listen to this song, it's the same thing, same emotion, same love, and you get lost in it, but it's a different emotion that comes out. It's anger, and it's just like, why does Michael have to keep making these songs? Because like that's how he's always feeling, that he's like, no matter how much he does, or like even like people around him, or like people in the world, like no matter how much they do for everybody, it's still never enough, because, you know, and like who knows. And I love the name of the song, We've Had Enough, because it's true, we've had enough. And like Michael had enough, and you know, he spent his whole life and a lot of his fortune trying to heal the world, trying to protect those that, you know, were less fortunate. And you know, it's sad to say that like the media and paparazzi and society didn't really appreciate it as much. Like, yes, he had his fans, he had people that, you know, knew of his heart and his greatness, but you know what, like I was watching a lot of stuff in the 90s. You know, he did a lot of amazing things. I mean, even in the 80s, but like, you know, I'm just kind of in the 90s is when like the media really just tortured Michael. And I just like, you know, even through all that, he still wanted to change the world. He still wanted to help people, even when these disgusting things were being said about him, right? And I'm like, how does a man stay that like so positive in such darkness, you know? But my God, this song is... No,
he's still like, I don't think... It's hard to say that he was positive. He was just giving, he was still giving love. He could still give love.
He still had an immense amount of love in him. But...
like he had so much, like he had so much kindness and love, even though like a lot, you know, there was so much like bad things like thrown to him.
Yeah.
But being positive, I don't know if he was, just because like on a lot of the interviews that I saw with you, there were so many that where he kind of admitted to like, you know, I'm using a lot of painkillers.
Yeah.
So like I'm like, you know, and I honestly, I don't blame him. Like to be
painkillers and sleeping pills and sleeping aids, man.
To be able to sleep through like his like, because I could, you know, I understand like having that so many things. Like he had so many things.
He had like a million things.
So many people.
Yeah.
So like, you know, spewing like shit about him. And like that kind of goes around round and round in your mind. Especially because like, especially when bad things always like kind of overtops the like good things. Like when there's so many bad things, it's just like those are the only thing that goes into your mind. And then... and I can't blame him. I can't blame him for not sleeping. Especially when you told me about This Is It. I really wanted to watch that whole thing, that whole video about This Is It. Like
This Is It, the documentary / movie. We'll definitely watch that.
Yeah.
We'll do a reaction to that.
Where like, you know, he's still trying to perform with no sleep.
He was in so much pain, physical and mental pain at the time, and he's still trying to perform. But that's we'll definitely get into This Is It.
But that's another thing. What my point is from that is just that, you know, he had so much pain with him. He had like, you know, he can't sleep, but he still has so much love, so much kindness to give to the world. Like that's the kind of, you know, man like that we're kind of really drawn to, and that's making me really, really love him.
You're late to the party.
No.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, man, this is a very powerful song. Thank you so much for recommending this.
Yes.
And, yeah, man. Like, I mean, damn, I wish the song was on Spotify, man, because I listen to so much Spotify. That's like my playlist is always on Spotify, and I can't listen to this when I do the dishes or something now, man. But again, guys, thank you so much for watching and for subscribing, liking, like just everything. The support is just it's incredible. We're forever blessed. We're forever thankful. And
I know, we are.
Yeah, like I don't know, like sometimes I keep saying this. It's like I feel like it's a dream at times, man. Like where this channel was like a month ago to where it is right now. you know, because of you guys, you know, we're so close to 1,000 subscribers, and
honestly,
we're so blessed. And like, we hope you guys still stay with us forever, you know, for as how long we keep this channel, right? Because there's still tons of more Michael to go, but we're just so appreciative of every single comment. Like, every time we get a notification and there's a comment, we're like, if we're not together, we both kind of text each other, or we're both like, hey, you missed a comment, or like,
I know, or
like if we're just together and she's in the other room, I'm like, hey, like, we got another comment, we got another subscriber. And it's because we're so like grateful, like we're so blessed, like it's always a new feeling for us every time there's any type of support.
We also have our community tab where we're gonna, you know, if we're gonna be late on a video, if for example, if we're not because the only time we won't be posting a video maybe on Monday, we might do it on a Tuesday. But if we ever are gonna be like, you know, our schedule of the week, we'll always post it there, and we might do some polls of, you know, what songs we should be reacting to in the next week or in the next couple of weeks. So
but
we'll
typically it'll be like Monday, Wednesday, Friday for a Michael.
Yeah,
we might throw in a different artist here and there, and then again, like people that are here for the anime, we'll do anime at least 2 or 3 a week as well.
Yeah,
so it's kind of both, but there'll always be a minimum of 3
for Michael
always.
Yeah.
And you know, there'll be times where we'll do 4 or 5 of Michael in a week, but there'll always be Michael. So again, we're so appreciative, and yeah, thank you guys so much. Check the community tab, and again, if you're looking for more of the Michael, there's a playlist on the channel. I'll put it in the description and in the pinned comment. And yeah, thank you guys so much. You can watch our last couple of videos. I believe we just did what, 2,000 watts, I think. And then before that, I think we did Break of Dawn. We've done Liberian Girl. Like our last couple have been really like fun to do. I mean, they're all fun to do, but like, I think it's so cool to see her transformation into like an MJ fan. I don't think she's a huge fan yet, but we will get there. All right. So that was just a test. But anyways, thank you guys all for watching, and again, thank you so much for your support. And yeah, we'll see you in the next MJ reaction video.
Thank you.